This video will demonstrate how to save Google Sheet data in a Google document using the Google Sheets add-on Save as Doc. Sometimes teachers will need to take Google Sheet data and make it easier to read, and saving it to a Google document is a great way to make that data easier to read. One example of when this would need to be used would be when teachers give an assessment using Google Forms, and they need to manually grade some of the expanded response options on that assessment. Saving the sheet data to a Google Doc makes that much easier to read. The first thing you will need to do in order to use the Save as Doc add-on is open up the Google Spreadsheet from which you would like to pull data. In this case, I have an evaluation sheet, and I'd like to take all of the data from all of the columns here and move it over to a Google document. First thing I'll do is on the toolbar at the top, I will click Add-ons, and then at the bottom, Get Add-ons. In the search box, I will type Save as Doc to search for the add-on, and Save as Doc is the first one that will show up in the list. To add this add-on to my Google Sheets, I simply click Free and then accept the permissions. After you get a pop-up that says Working, you'll see that Save as Doc has been added to your Google Sheets. Now, when I click Add-ons, this add-on will always be here for me to use. I don't have to add it each time I use it. It will always be here. The next step, I'll need to highlight each column I want to save to a document. So in this case, I'm going to exclude the first column for the timestamp, but I will highlight column B, and all I'm doing is clicking, holding, and dragging my mouse to highlight these columns all the way over to the last column, N. So you'll see all these columns have been highlighted. Then I'll click on Add-ons, Save as Doc, and Start. You'll see on the right side of your screen a pop-up box will show up, and the first box is what file name you would like the Google document to be saved as. In this case, the Save as Doc add-on pulled the same name of my spreadsheet, so I'll go ahead and use that name. The next checkbox indicates that the first row of each column contains headings, so that would be the questions that I used. The next checkbox asks if you would like to add a page break after each row. So that would mean that one entire user's response would be on one page, and then a page break, and then another user's response on the next page. And then you can set these settings to run by default. Finally, we'll click Save as Doc, and you'll notice right below that blue Save as Doc button, the add-on is letting you know what it's doing. And then once it has successfully created the document, you'll have a link to open it. So we'll open the document, we'll see that it has been named, and we'll see that this first page is all the response from one row of the spreadsheet, or one respondent. And we can continue to see each response that had been submitted. This document was also saved in your Google Drive. If you scroll down in alphabetical order, we'll just simply look for the name of the document, November Tech Tuesday Evaluation. And we'll see that it is located right here. This has been JP Presvento, the Fox C6 EdTech Coordinator, demonstrating how to use the Save as Doc Google Sheets add-on to transfer Google Sheets data to a Google document.